T-Boys TV, we're here for another away loss. What a surprise. Going into the game, I said 2-0 Burnley. Obviously, it ended up being 4-0. Training session for them, really. NAISMITH, what are you doing? NAISMITH, what was you doing? Getting a red card like that, 2 yellows. All right, you could probably argue the first one maybe isn't. But then to do that type of challenge for the second one when you're already on a yellow card is silly. I've been gassing you up. Since you've come in, you've been that leader that we've missed since Lockyer. You should be the player that's in the fight and showing to players like Makoso what it's all about to stay up. And as much as Makoso's looked good the first 2 games and stuff, you have to show him, because you can't expect him to be the Messiah, what it's all about. But you do that and you give us even more of a mountain to climb than it already is this season. I thought we started off okay before that, but then Burnley constant pressure really, and it was a matter of time before they get the first goal. McGuinness obviously had to come on to have someone there in the middle of that back three alongside Bell and Makoso. Obviously Walsh had to come off. Feel sorry for the guy. He's been trying to do a little mini redemption arc, you could say, since, but had to come off. Felt sorry for him. McGuinness comes on, own goal. I mean, unlucky. I'm not really going to be critical of him on the own goal, to be honest. There was a header he did before that, which was decent. He was decent defensively, and it just sums us up this year, innit, guys? Individual mistakes in games cost us. You look at Coventry away game, Holmes getting 2 yellows. Again, similar to Naismith. Maybe you could argue the first one wasn't a yellow that day. But, him getting that gives us a mountain to climb. The Naismith situation. There's been loads of other situations where we've done individual mistakes which have cost us. You look at a goal Sheffield United scored, McGuinness wasn't really his ball watching. Do you know what I mean? There's them mistakes that we have which are costing us. And from there on in, they were comfortable in my opinion. Lyle Foster got the next goal. Again, referee was poor today, but guys, what do we expect? Like, we're in England, do you know what I mean? The referees are crap, whatever league you're in, from Premier League down to League 2. Even below that, they're dire. We've got a fuck the FA flag in the ground. Like, what do we expect, guys? Like, we know as fans, well, most of us know they're not going to be like they're biased towards us, basically. Do you know what I mean? But then again, the red card you got no complaints about. Yes, he was in the way for the goal. Then they had a handball, but at the end of the day, guys, I don't think we're going to get anything out of the game anyway. Like I said, going into it, I said 2-0. The red card didn't help on top of that. And then obviously that happened. And then the comfortable, 2-0 up at half time. Going into the second half, Brownhill got a goal. He loves scoring against us at Turf Moor. Their first win against us, by the way, guys, at Turf Moor in 30 years. But Brownhill got a goal. He started off the move, really, playing it out on the right to Edwards, who then played it back into him. And it's poor defensively, yet again. And then they're just making a whole host of changes. I mean, there was patches where we were better in the second half. Obviously Brown come on, Ali come on. They look good. I mean, Brown had a chance. Looking back at it, he couldn't really do much else from that angle, probably. We had that shot and the keeper saved it, but he had another chance when Bowler come on. Bowler was decent. The subs were okay and we did look better in patches, but guys, it's about taking your chances. And even if we got a goal in this game, goal difference maybe, it made a difference, but we wouldn't have come back or anything like that. It was just petering out and they were chilling really. It was like a training session for them, like it's been for a lot of teams, guys. Sunderland, when we went there, training session for them. Leeds, Burnley, and again, yes, they're the teams that are up there, but guys, that's where we should have been at the start of the season, competing with them guys. Yes, we lost key players, Ross Barkley, Lukonga, etc., but we were never going to keep them in the Championship. No, never. Ross Barkley hinted at it a few weeks before. I don't want to keep saying it, but, that is what some people do throw out. But at the same time, guys, it's not good enough. You cannot defend this. It's just dire. And again, I said it in the vlog from home, I think. 9 times out of 10, the board have been brilliant for us. But this season, man, they have to hold that L and take responsibility. And again, Gary Sweet come out, and basically, admitted that they've done wrong stuff this year. And again, everyone's entitled to mistakes, guys. But it's like common sense. It's like we see it as fans with Rob Edwards that it just weren't working. So why did we keep persisting with it weeks upon weeks? You know, they put too much faith in him. You know, he had problems outside the club. You know, and, you know, they come out and said that obviously when he left. And you could tell by his post-match interviews, Middlesbrough, the way he, you know, done his interview there, that would have been a great way to send him off. And then we would have given Bloomfield more of a chance. Maybe we might not have even got Bloomfield then, to be honest. But we would have got someone else in and we'd have had a better chance, you know, with whoever that manager is to keep us up. But we've left it too long now. It's reminding me of the Premier League in the sense of, you know, the back end where the games are just petering out. You know, you're doing individual mistakes. Players are just not playing great. And again, guys, it hurts because, again, obviously there's a lot of older Luton fans that have seen a lot more relegations than me, but even fans I spoke to that are much older than me, they've said this is the worst because, you know, it's the most unexpected. You know, and that is the disappointing thing. You look at the quality of the players. We have got a good team, guys, but it's just individual players playing well and then individual players playing crap. As a team, it's just not there. And that is the problem week upon week. You know, even when we win games, bar the Watford 3-0, it hasn't been good enough, has it, guys? You know, and again, sometimes you don't need to be great to get wins. You know, look at when Sheffield United come to Kenilworth Road. But the difference is they've been doing that for games upon games in games they don't look great. And that is why they're up there. And that's where we should have been, guys. You know, competing in that top 6 at least. And that is the problem. That is the problem. So Dyer yet again, and then obviously they got a goal right at the end. Deliveries today I thought were poor and all. Doughty, yes, he played a good one, and then we got 2 corners from it. But then the actual crosses from the corners, they were crap. Couldn't even get front post. Asgard, I don't want to see him on corners again. I'll be honest. You know, Dyer, obviously his corner, which led to the 4th goal, all started from him crossing the ball in. Crap. Absolutely crap. And yeah, a lot of players not great today. Few decent players, but overall not great. Kaminsky couldn't have done much. Makoso, I thought he was okay. Not as good as last 2 games, but I thought he was okay. Naismith, well, less said the better. Bell was actually alright today. I thought he was probably our best centre-back. I'll be honest, you know, he's running forward. He done alright, to be fair to him. You know, I'll give him credit because I've been a bit critical of him in recent weeks. Jones, a difficult one with Jones because he's not running at players. But then again, I think, you know, you look at it, well, you know, obviously Naismith got the red card, which then put us down to 10 men. Then it means Jones has to do a bit more defending, which he's not great at. Like, let's be honest, guys. But we didn't have anyone else there, really, that can play there. Obviously, we brung Bowler on, who's not a defender. Obviously, Walters played for the youth team yesterday, under 21s, and then Hashioka's out. So you ain't got no one else. So that's somewhere we definitely need to fill in the summer, in my opinion. Doughty on the left, I'd say few crosses decent, like the one which led to the corner, but then the 2 were crap. Poor deliveries. 100th appearance, that was a bit of a stinker. Like, let's be honest, guys. And then obviously Asgard, average again, I'll be honest. Walsh, well, can't really rate him because he had to come off. Clark was okay. Not as good as the last game, obviously, but he was okay. One of the better players. Nelson, well, we tried to do an experiment with him up front, which is actually what he is, a striker. Obviously, we had to change that up with a red card, so a few good touches and moments for him. But one thing I will say is he does get a yellow card quite a lot, and it is a bit frustrating for silly little things, which is down to his inexperience. And then Elijah was decent, to be fair to him. He was trying. And again, that front 2, you know, people were a bit sceptical of it, let's be honest, including myself when it come out. But obviously, you know, we didn't get to fully see him as a front 2. But I thought Nelson and Elijah were okay, to be fair. Elijah slightly better. And then the players that come on, like I said, some of them were decent. You know, you look at the likes of Brown, you know, he was decent. McGuinness, I felt sorry for him, to be honest. Lamine, average. I don't really see the point of that sub, to be fair. We're going to lose the game anyway. You know, Brown, like I say, was all right. Ali was all right. And then Bowler was, you know, put that good cross in for Brown. He was okay. You know, he was getting on the ball, trying to make things happen like he has, you know, when he's come on. But again, guys, frustrating yet again. You know, an individual mistake has cost us once again. And we move on to Cardiff during the week, and they just lost to Sunderland. They did score at Sunderland, something we didn't do. Yes, they've conceded more goals than us this season, but I'm just not confident for the remainder of the season. And the Portsmouth game gave me a little bit of hope, I'll be honest. But now I'm sick of saying, oh, we need to win this game, and then we don't. And again, we didn't need to win this game today, but you're giving yourselves a mountain to climb. We're hoping on other results, 5 points behind Cardiff anyway. So even if we win, we've still got a few points to catch up on, and yeah, it's just not looking great, to be honest with you guys. I think it's probably us, Plymouth and Derby, if I had to say right now. Even though Derby won today, I'll probably say it's us three that go down. Especially Plymouth, like they're worse than us away. So, yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts. Obviously, if you're a Burnley fan, you'll be loving it. Luton fan, do let me know your thoughts. Same old. Yet again, it's just getting jarring now. Just want the season simulated. And if you are a neutral fan that watched the game, do let me know your thoughts. But yeah, smash a like, subscribe, follow me across all my socials. And yeah, subscribe to the extra channel. And do check out the vlog from home if you haven't already as well. Take care and peace.